It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well. But we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the Down Bad Patrollees. It doesn't have to be a bad day if they turn you down. If you shoot your shot, Father, and we will be so proud. Just no incels, incest, weird shit with your pets, killing spiders, starting fires, sounding 50 at recess. No begging in the chat, no fedora hats. Don't let your day walk all over you like you are a doormat. No co-leaders, we are great secret keepers. Father will do his best to stop you from being a people pleaser. Come in and have a good time, call him up and get in line. After Father, we all pine communion, but without the wine, we promise it will be just fine, cause he is the divine. This is your sign to join the DownBad Hotline. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the Down Bad Patrollees. Our Father who art in Chicago, bestie be thy name.
Hey guys, how we doing? Sorry to cut the song short. Oh damn, we just had some subs, and I didn't want to forget about them. So, Kayla with the resub, 2 months in a row. Hello, Father. Hello. Wish I didn't butcher your name, but I'm sure I did. And Shop Sleep, who is my mother. She subbed for 2 months in a row now. 4 in total, though. Thanks, Mom. Hi, guys. How we doing? A lot of new chatters. The intro song's amazing. We had a fan, more than a fan, Bobby, absolutely make a song that... I'm actually going to turn this down. I realize it's pretty loud. But yeah. Bobby made that intro song. Lazy Kidder Mew Mew. Laser Kitty Mew Mew. How we doing on this beautiful Friday? I was very low energy before the stream started. Can I call even though I called last time? Probably not, Pimp. If the calls are slow, but they never are. I like to have new people, you know? Give everyone a chance. It's like the toy bin. Everyone gets their turn, you know? Penis. Figured that would grab your attention. Sadly, it did. Wish I didn't read that. I can't believe you can say penis in the chat. Don't do it. Even after all these years, us mom is still giving you an allowance. She actually never did give me an allowance. But she would let me be social, but she wouldn't let me buy things. So if I wanted to go to the movies, she would give me money to do that with my friends, but she wouldn't, I wouldn't have money to buy shit. I would have to work for that. And I was working at a young age. Why am I dressed like a priest? Because this is the Down Bad Confession Hotline. You confess your down bad sins to me, and I give you penance, I believe is the term. This is my cathedral, you know? Like, this is what it is. Also, it might be a slower stream in terms of viewers today. I have not promoted it on TikTok. I was gonna post a TikTok. We had so many good clips from the last fucking stream, but it didn't. I had to do some shit, and it didn't upload to YouTube, and I usually download the videos from YouTube instead of just recording it here, which, by the way, good reminder, Tucker, I'll start recording it. But, yeah. Banana Joy with the Prime sub. Thank you so much. You have a choice with your Prime sub every month, and I appreciate you give it to me. Why are you dressed like a priest? It's his thing. Don't make it sound like a fetish. That sounds. He's just into it, you know. He wears it to bed. I have clothes on under this. I want that to be known. I'm actually wearing my best shirt, which is a Wallace and Gromit vintage T-shirt. Father, how do I tell him I like him? I still haven't gotten around to it. Most men are pretty receptive to being wanted. Keep that in mind. Not to make this a gender-specific issue, but I have never heard a story of a guy being like, and then she said she liked me? Ew! Like, maybe he's not going to be into you, but at the end of the day, you're like, yeah, I get bitches. Like, that's the worst that's going to happen. You have pants on? I have shorts. I want to get that clear. Last time I did the stream, I had shorts on, and it made me feel like I was naked because you just see my legs. Some people are furries. Some people dress as internet priests. Fair. I love your mustache. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, I was low energy, and then I drank a cup of go-go powder. I'm getting it done. I feel like the show always goes well when I'm present. I mean, it makes sense. I'm a goddamn priest therapist. All right, we can... Danger Dude with 1,000. Enjoy pimp, no problem. I hope I didn't start a trend of people using the word pimp. Sometimes I just get into a flow of saying the word pimp a lot because it's so fun to say. What up, pimp? You gotta get it done, pimp. Like, it's crunchy. Pimp. Go-go powder Coke. No. I think if you mix Coke and water, it wouldn't look like this. I broke my PC and need an IT guy. Anyone here want to help? Oh, if you broke your PC, hey, you talking? I've been trying to watch your stream for 2 weeks now, but keep missing them. Glad I'm here now. Hey, honey. Every Wednesday and Friday. And we're going to do a Sunday stream this week because I missed one last week. So every Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you don't know what time that is where you're at, Google it. I'm not good at math.
Call from Jordan.
What's your name?
My name is Jordan.
Jordan. What can I do for you, Jordan?
Hi. So I am in a sticky situation, but it's in my head.
Okay. That's a great opener. What do we got going on?
So, it's one of those situations where it's like when you say it out loud, you start to think you're the toxic one.
Right.
But yeah, so basically, I have a boyfriend, and he is amazing. I really do love him a lot. But I just, yeah, I don't know why. I just have this feeling that maybe it isn't gonna work, or that there's someone else out there.
Mm-hmm.
And also, this is just, it sounds terrible, but there is another guy that's in my classes, and he's in the same program as me, so it's just inevitable that we're in the same classes and we just see each other all the time.
Have you done anything with this guy?
No.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. No.
Okay.
Not planning on it. Because here's the kicker. He has a girlfriend, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna pursue anything. Obviously, out of respect for my relationship and his relationship, and I don't know. For some reason, I just get a gut feeling that maybe it's him, maybe it's my boyfriend. I don't know if I'm going through a phase or if. How long have you
felt like this?
I would say, not too long. Definitely not too long. Probably like a month, maybe.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. How old are you? You're in high school?
No, I'm in college. I
okay.
just turned 20 not too long ago.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. Everything you've said so far is not wrong. Like, you're obviously feeling guilty about this. But this is what relationships are. Like, if you got into a relationship with someone and you were like so sure of it for the rest of your life, that would be insanity. Like, think about your parents. Are your parents still together?
Yes.
Mine are too, but there are moments where you're just like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like it's constant conflict, especially internally. Two, you're not locked in, so having these feelings of not being fulfilled and not being happy, that's natural. Now, like you said, it's only been going on for a little bit. You have a crush on another dude. I can give you advice on that in a sec, but where you're at now, kind of let it play out for a little bit longer. Like you said, you might be going through a phase, and like then all of a sudden, he'll do something cute, and you'll realize that how much you love him, and it'll continue on forever, happily ever after. But if these feelings continue, you gotta, which is the worst part about dating someone, which is why I hate dating, is because eventually you either get married or you break up, and breakups are terrible.
Right.
But if you're not happy, and you feel like you could be happier with someone else, and this is just where it's at, those are the worst kind of breakups, because he did nothing wrong, which is awful. But you can't stay in something because you feel bad. That's a terrible way to have a relationship. So in terms of, I think you should wait it out a little bit longer, kind of reassess pros and cons list, shit like that. But when you do finally break up with him, if you do, I don't want to put thoughts in your head, but just make sure, I was explaining to someone how to break up. This is like my favorite thing to talk about because I think I've perfected it, how to break up with someone, where, there's no argument. So always do it not at your house because they won't leave. And, I usually don't like doing it in public, but do it at their place and kind of just lay out like, I'm not happy and I want out. And when they start arguing, you can't argue those feelings, and they'll find a way because people, they love you, and people get desperate and they find any way to get back into that heart-shaped box. So you just got to lay it out and walk away. Maybe text them in a couple days after that, but let it settle. Now, in terms of this other fella, there was some of the best advice I ever got in my life was from a scripture teacher in high school. I'm not very religious, and this has nothing to do with religion, but his name was Mr. Brown. And he was talking about being married, but it applies in most relationships where it's, there's nothing wrong with being attracted and kind of really into someone else when you're dating someone. You can't help that. That's just what happens. Like you said, you're in classes with this guy all the time. Like, shit's going to happen. It's also like coworkers, stuff like that. That happens. But he said there's no like trick to like pinch yourself every time he comes around. There's no Pavlovian method. You just got to walk away. You just got to ignore it. You got to run is what he said. Run away. Because it just gets messy and it just gets in your head. Like you said, this all might be coming up because you're really into another dude. But you trust is the number one thing why a relationship works. If there's no trust, it's over. And you said that. You would never do it with someone else. But until things get cleared out, until you're single, don't even acknowledge him. Because it might seem mean, but you're doing yourself and your boyfriend a favor. Don't even give him the time of day. If he says hi, say hi back. Tries to start a conversation, let it peter out. One-word answers. That's the best move.
Like I can't even just like be friends or nothing. Just
well, no, because I mean I'm sure he's a good guy, but it's one of those things. You know what I mean? Like what you just said is a bit of an issue. You know what I mean? Like, well, can't I just be friends with him? Like you want more than that.
That was bad. Sorry.
It's fine. It was a moment of weakness. It's sad that it was broadcast on the internet, but it's what you got to go through. You're stronger than this, and you just think not even how much you love your boyfriend, but how much you don't want to hurt him. That's what you got to think of.
Exactly.
Just you got to. Yeah. And teaching. I mean, I'm a Catholic priest on the internet, and when I was in high school, I took a class on reproductive health, which is hilarious to do in Catholic school. And we all had to circle there was the best forms of birth control. And the answer, there was like, the pill, IUD, condoms, and abstinence was the answer we had to circle. And we all knew it was bullshit. But abstinence is the answer here. Complete clean cut. Not worth going into it. I'm not saying abstinence in terms of social, not in terms of having sex. Both, though.
Right.
Just back out.
Yeah.
Don't really, honestly. But when you break up, do it. But he seems to be a huge wrench in the machine right now.
Yes. Yeah. I wouldn't have thought of it like that, but yeah, I mean,
it's what I'm just looking through a window. I don't know the whole story, but it's looking pretty grim on the other side. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. It is rough though, because I mean we're in like 2 classes right now. Not sure about what's going on next year, but it's rough because like we sit by each other and I'm with him like a lot during the day, and I'm with my boyfriend at night. So I'm like conflicting in my head.
Yes, just still. You can try and you can't be a homewrecker and also get your home wrecked at the same time. There's just so much
Right,
negativity to that. Like that, there's no cost
Right.
benefit analysis. It's all downhill. Maybe like I wouldn't even
Right.
suggest being a homewrecker on one side of it because that's also bad. But you
Yeah,
gotta ruin two
exactly.
things. Like no, don't be an idiot. You're smarter than that.
No, yeah, no, of course not. And I mean, even if for some reason I was single, I don't even know if I'd pursue him just because I have respect for his relationship. Because I mean, I don't know this girl. I don't know.
Right.
I don't even know her name. I don't even know if she goes to the same school. So I don't want to disrespect that.
I feel like this whole phone call I've told you things you already know, and you just have to put them into practice. Let's make this into a pep talk instead. All right? You owe it to me and the chat to get it done. All right?
Okay, I'll try. I will try my hardest.
Okay. Bless your heart. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye. Good first call. I don't get the gym bit. I don't get it.
Call from
Helper.
Your name's Helper?
Hello?
Hello? It's Father Tug. What's your name?
John, let's say.
What'd you say on the number? Like you gave your number.
Helper.
Helper? That's okay, whatever. I'm
Yeah.
going to call you Helper cuz that reminds me of Doctor Who for some reason. So go ahead.
All right. If you post this call on TikTok,
Yeah.
you get 1 million likes. Goodbye.
Last Now I don't want to post it.
call from
Simon.
Simon, how we doing?
Just lies. It's actually Diamond.
Oh, Diamond. Hi, is this the
Oh,
Diamond?
okay, the Diamond. So I actually have a down bad story again, but this time it's very different from the one I was actually currently in.
Okay.
So update, he's no longer in my life. That's the update.
Okay, good.
But there's more. There's more to the story now. So once I dropped that dude, I became some kind of like a dude magnet. Like I have several dudes like trying to gun for my affection, and I am in complicated situations. And oh my God, Father Tucker, I have at least 3 guys trying to now swoon me over. One pays for $500 worth of things for me that I don't need. The other is like, hey, I think you're the most beautiful thing in this world, trying to get, in my pants a little bit. And then one is just like, I want to ask you like 27 questions in a row, and I think you're the most beautiful thing in this world, but I also want to take things slow. And I don't know how to like go about this because I'm trying to better myself now without all these dudes just trying to get with me. But like, the one I want to start with today is the one who bought me like $500 worth of things.
Good. I wanted to
I
talk
don't
about
want to
him.
break. Yeah, I don't want to break his heart. He's a nice kid. He's very sweet, but he's understanding about how I feel about myself and how I'm complicated with myself, and I need to start loving myself more before I can love someone else.
Yeah.
But the problem being here is that he doesn't understand the word "I don't want to be with you right now," or ever, or at all, and I want to be your friend. And he's just every day. It's good morning, beautiful. I like you so much. Hope we can be together one day. Every morning. And then he went out and bought me some teddy bears and some clothes and all that mess. And I'm at a situation where I'm just basically ignoring him right now and pretending that I'm busy when I'm actually at work right now. So I needed to get this in. I've been trying to tell you, but last time I tried to, you were at vacation with your parents or some sort.
Well,
so I was
yeah.
like, oh no.
Well, okay.
I don't know what to do.
This kid has a lot of red flags. A lot of them. So there's the love language of gift giving, and I get that. That's my love language. I love giving people gifts. But there's another thing that happens when this happened to me actually kind of recently, the last person I was talking to. Like someone will do a bunch of good things because then it kind of feels like you owe them something.
Yes, and I I felt that way. I feel like I owe him something, but I can't
You don't.
be in a relationship with him.
First of all, you need to understand that you don't owe him anything. A gift is a gift. A gift isn't a trade. If it was a trade, it would be called a trade.
I know,
These are gifts.
but it's a very expensive gift.
Well,
I'm
that's.
not gonna lie with you there.
See, do you hear what you're saying right now? You know how much you'd be
Yeah.
jumping for joy if he heard you say that? That's exactly what he wants out of this. He wants you to feel
I
bad
know.
and pressure yourself into a relationship. And he's not taking no for an answer, which is scumbag behavior, no matter how sexually involved it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's not sexual, but it's still fucked up. It's still uncomfortable. You laid down the law. You seem like you already did that. But if he's not getting it, you gotta either block him on everything or, give him his final ultimatum.
I know, but I told him this. I was like, yo, like, I need to better myself. I need to start loving myself. And he's like, 100%, let's do that. I support you on that. But then the next day he's like, hey, just want you to know, you're very beautiful. I'm glad you're in my life, blah, blah, blah. I can't wait for us to be together. I'm like, no. And I've told him this many times that I'm at a point where, because I have a big heart, I can't block people unless they block me. So I'm at a point where I'm getting a little uncomfortable with his behavior, and it's starting to become,
That it's super funny that there's like that classic guy-girl thing where the guy's like, just block him. He's like, I don't want to be mean. And like, that is so, to men, that's just, we're all just like, why, what do you mean? He's a piece of shit. Why, just block him? But it is, you don't want to make someone angry. You don't want to make someone upset. And I get that. But,
Yeah, I don't, but he's a good kid. He has a really big heart, and he used the I have no friends card on me. So
that's
makes
what I'm
me
saying.
That's what makes me guilty.
It's a cry bully situation. And that's not a good exact definition, but I don't know the other term for it. It's manipulative at the end of the day.
It is.
And he can seem to have a big heart, but then he turns around and does this creepy manipulative shit. People do what they do because it worked, right? So like a guy sends you a dick pic, and it's off-putting. We'll wrap back around, but it's important. A guy sends you a dick pic, and you're like, what the fuck? Block him. You're a creep. But the problem is that worked once. That worked once with one girl. She was like, all right, come over and fuck me. And he's like, sick. So now he does it every time because it worked once. Men are simple creatures. And this guy's been acting like this his whole life. It's worked the whole time. And if it doesn't work, he's still like, he can fall back on like, oh, I'm just a loser. That's why it didn't work. So he's just in a loop of low self-esteem and manipulating people. It's a cry bully thing. And you can't let it happen. I mean, like you're not letting it happen, but the only way out of this, and
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy though? That I'm not letting something happen, but before my DownBad story was about me letting it all happen.
You've definitely evolved as a human being over the past couple months, Diamond, which is great.
I have.
And also you have
It's
several.
crazy.
You have several. I mean, the last time you called, you were talking about like feeling down on yourself and shit. Now you got like 3 suitors, which I'm sure is a huge ego boost at the end of the day. I mean, regardless.
It's not. It really, honestly, isn't. It's just the fact that the universe didn't work well in my favor now because I'm trying to focus on myself. I now have 3 suitors trying to get with me, and they're all like desperate right now.
Well,
and I'm just like, no.
Do you think you're carrying yourself a little bit differently now?
Probably. I'm carrying myself to high standards, and I'm not settling for less.
Well, that's attractive.
Exactly.
It's so interesting. Like, once you get into a relationship and you're like, oh, man, like, a lot, like, that's a very common thing guys deal with, where it's like they get into a relationship and the girls are, like, really nice to them at the bar and shit. You know what I mean? Like, suddenly girls are attracted to you once you're in a relationship, but they don't know. It's just because you start carrying yourself differently. You're not trying so hard, or you're not afraid. You're just confident because you're like, fuck it, I don't gotta try and get laid.
There was a time where like I was really sad about the dude who hurt me before, and now I'm just kind of like, fuck it, I don't care. Exactly.
But to get back to the initial point, you can take my advice or not, like the block thing, but you'll see in time that you should have done it sooner rather than later. Because there's so many red flags with this fucking kid that I can't even count them. It's bad news. And like, even though he's a sweet kid, he's gonna have to learn that like this behavior is not gonna work. At least for a girl of your caliber, Diamond. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
So is it caliper or caliber?
Caliber, maybe.
I don't know. We're both uneducated, but
yeah.
This situation stands. I think you gotta, at the very least,
about it.
Like the next time he says like, "Hey, beautiful," be like, "Don't fucking call me that." Like, drop the dime. Like, be fucking real.
I literally tell him I'm sleeping right now, and he believes me.
No, that's not enough. That's not enough though. That just means, okay, I get to do it later because she's going to wake up at one point. You got to tell him, like, hey, I'm not interested in this shit. Cut it out. Cut it out.
You know what? You're a great person to go to with advice because you like to slap shit in my face, and you're just like, do this or don't do it. Take my advice or don't.
Well,
take
the
my
thing
advice.
about
You're gonna be the one.
The thing about your problems, Diamond, is most of them are pretty easy. That's why I like talking to you, because you just you know.
Dang, I see how it is. Okay.
No, I'm just saying, with your problems come down to you generally just like being a nice person or having a big heart, and those are great things. But when someone tells you like, hey, this is not going as it should be, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go fix that. So that's why I like helping you, because you generally take my advice and it usually works out for you. Once again, I did not tell you to slap that guy. I have to say that every time you're on the phone. Did not tell you to slap that guy.
No, but now it turned out to be like this, so it's okay. He's out of my life, out of sight, out of mind.
There you go.
And I'm just like, whatever. He was toxic to begin with. Like, he told me he wants to gouge out my eyes at one point, and I was like, okay, that's hot, but okay. Yeah.
Okay, so leave this call, and next time he pulls that shit, drop the dime on him, all right?
I will, Father. Thank you so much.
No problem, Diamond. Get it done. Bless your heart. Always good to hear from Diamond. I also like how, not to talk shit, but she does a great job of sprinkling herself in. People get addicted to calling this show, and I get it. Ooh, this is loud. Why is this so loud? There's like nothing in... I wish you could zoom in on YouTube and fucking... There's nothing in between these two things. It's that or that. And it's so loud when it's the other one. That's good enough. Just turn it down a little bit. My friend lifted him to my shoulder and he swung and hit him twice, once with each leg. What the fuck's going on? Father, I've told you I benched 250 in your name 15 times and yet you refuse to acknowledge me. I've seen you say so many times, like 14 times, 13 times, help. And I haven't seen the original message. Dummy, just keep reposting the original message. Good for you, though. 250, that's a good one. I don't remember the most I've ever benched. I haven't benched in such a long time. I don't go to the gym with people. I like to go to the gym alone. So I'm usually on the machine or I'm doing free weight bench. I don't just do a straight up bench. How's your day, Father? It's going good. Congratulations, Aiden. You got acknowledged. I'll call this person back.
Hello?
Hello. It's Father Tug.
So, my name is Caden. My girlfriend broke up with me, like, a week ago, and I accidentally, like, out of rage, I guess, I spammed her and her friends with, like, fat pictures of Spider-Man. Am I in the wrong at all?
What did you do? You spammed them pictures of Spider-Man?
Fat Spider-Man.
Fat Spider-Man?
Yes. Am I in the wrong?
I don't know. You gave me very little to this story. I mean, you got broken up with and you just sent them a bunch of pictures of a fat Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's a relatively... It's not healthy, but it's, relatively tame.
Yeah, like, she didn't give me any reason, so, I don't know. I was kind of just, like, out of rage.
Yeah, well, that's a weird way to handle rage, but you don't do things out of rage to people you once loved. If she didn't give you a reason, that usually just means they're not happy. Right? So it's nothing against you. Find your puzzle piece and all that shit. She's probably out there. She's probably just, wasn't... You tried it, and it didn't work. You try and build a piece of IKEA furniture.
Hold on, my cousin's in there.
All right.
All right.
But yeah, there's, I don't know what the Spider-Man thing, whatever the fuck. But in terms of when you feel like you've been wronged, that's fine. If she didn't give you a reason, that's even better. Because that means you didn't do anything wrong. And I know it doesn't feel like that, but it just means, it feels like you're getting rejected. It feels like, that you feel like an idiot and you feel worthless because that person didn't want you and you spent so much time with them.
I just got a text from her. I just got a text from her. Just now.
Okay.
Let's see this. She said it's on site when I see you on Monday.
Don't hit a woman.
Yeah, I know.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
Okay. You shouldn't even have a girlfriend at this point, dude. I don't get why people have girlfriends at your age. What's the point?
Yeah.
Status? I'm generally asking you. I'm genuinely like, why would you want a girlfriend? Just to have one?
I don't know. I kind of,
Because you shouldn't be doing the things that you do with girlfriends when you're an adult. So don't do those things. It's stupid. Maybe kiss a girl. I get that. But,
Yeah.
you know, focus on the boys right now, dog. This is the time of your life.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Focus on the boys. Don't let the rage consume you. All right, son?
All right.
Bless your heart.
Bless your.
Yes, yes. Let the rage flow through you. I need something to put my feet on. I got a new desk. You guys can't see it. I wish you could. It's a whole new world with my new desk.
Call from
Houston.
Jason, how you doing?
It's actually Houston.
Oh, Houston. You called last time, didn't you?
Yeah. So about the girl.
Yeah. What was the story? I have very
Uh,
shit memory.
So, the girl is. Everyone like thinks she's weird, and I like her, and she likes me.
Yeah. I told you to go for it. Okay, yeah.
So, she's on vacation right now, and she's not gonna come back for the rest of the school year. And she's gonna be gone for like a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And we're making plans when she gets back.
Awesome.
We just live in a very small town, and I don't know what to do.
What? So you have anything entertainment-wise in your small town?
We have a movie theater
Bad.
and laser tag.
Laser tag. Oh my god, that's such a cool first date. Does laser tag have an arcade in it? They usually do.
No.
No, it's just a laser tag place.
Yeah, it's not the best.
What state are you in, if you don't mind me asking?
Iowa.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, well, still regardless, as long as it's an activity you can do together. Laser tag's a little weird, just because it's dark, but it's something you can do, and it's better to go on a date to a restaurant than it is to just go to a movie. The problem is with a date at a restaurant is there's nothing to bounce off of. You can talk about the food when it comes out, and a list. You know what I mean? And if you're a good conversationalist, whatever, you can handle that. Like, I'm good at talking out of my ass for a very long period of time. That's why I do a show on the internet. But when it comes to going on a first date and you're nervous and you can't think of the next thing to say and there's an awkward silence and the silence is getting louder and you're both just sitting there hoping someone says something, that's a nightmare. And when you're playing laser tag, there's not a lot of room for silence. You can, like, get someone out and you can, like, high-five her when she fucking clutches up or some shit. Like, that's just a cute, fun thing to do. And if she's into it, do it. And if not, restaurant.
Restaurant. All right.
Just don't do the movies. Or if you're going to do the movies, do it before or after going to dinner.
Okay.
Because just sitting in a movie theater for 2 hours, like, especially, how old are you again?
I'm 14.
Yeah, especially at your age, you're just sitting there, and she's like, is he going to touch me? I don't know if he's going to touch me. And you're sitting there like, how am I going to touch her? I can't figure it out. Should I put my arm over her shoulder? Should I hold her hand? You're not even paying attention to the movie. Just a nightmare. The first date is the worst place for a movie theater. Flip that. Movie theater is the worst place for a first date. So, you got it, dog. The fact that, did you ask her out?
Pretty much.
Yeah, but you said, like, let's do something together, right? That's a huge step.
Yeah.
Especially, like, have the confidence. And it worked out. A little positive feedback for you, too. Like, fuck yeah, dude. But also, judging from what you just said, make sure you confirm it's a date.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's an awkward conversation, but you got to have it. Because you don't want to go through the whole thing and then, like, find out, like, oh, yeah, we were just friends. And you're like, oh, shit. Like, don't get your own hopes up. Figure it out if it's a date. Because if you don't, it's always confirm. Always confirm. All right, my guy?
Yep.
All right, get it done. I believe in you. I'm glad you're already this far.
Thank you.
Have a good one. A lot of fucking kids. I don't like the idea of being influential to children. It's good that I'm doing a good thing, I think. Like, I'm telling them to be smart. But I was making poop jokes on TikTok 2 years ago, and here I am. Anyway, I think Delaware is fake. Delaware is real, and it's the shittiest place on earth. Fuck Delaware. I'll say that 9 times out of 10. And on that 10th time, I'm asleep.
Call from Louise.
Call from who?
Oh.
Hello?
Oh, hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Louise.
Louise?
Yeah, Louise.
Louise. Sorry. The phonetics of that name does not carry over phones. But what can I do for you, Louise?
Oh, I just wanted some advice.
Sure.
There's this guy that I've kind of been friends with for a while, like 4 years. I didn't really like him, like, at first, because, like, I was throwing down vibes. Like, I'm a bit older. I know how to, like, do it.
Yeah.
But I picked up, like, nothing.
Right.
And, so we just, like, remain friends and stuff like that, because, like, he does not text back. Like, when we go out and we hang out, it's, like, really cool, but other than that, nothing. And then recently, a lot of things have, like, changed, and he's actually been, like, I guess kind of putting down, actually, some vibes, actually, for me.
Okay.
And, like, because we've been friends for so long, and, like, I've lost, like, a lot of friends recently, because,
Things happen.
my grandmother kind of, like, passed away, and she was, like, the one who raised me. Like, I didn't really have, like, all the other family. And then after that, like, a whole bunch of my friends actually just, I don't know, weirdly started to confess to me. Like, it was really weird. I was just calling it, oddly enough, sympathy dick, because I literally had one person go, look, I'm here for you, like, physically, though. Like, if you need something physically, I'm here for you. I'm like, what is that? But,
what is
like,
that game plan? Someone dies in your life and they're like, let me pipe it down? That is
yeah,
weird.
it was, like, really awful.
That's gross.
But,
yeah.
like, yeah, after, so I lost, like, a lot of friends, and I'm kind of, like, I don't mind being friends with him, but, like, I don't know what to do, because I don't really want to lose any more friends. I lost, like, 4 friends after that, and I already lost someone, like, really significantly in my life, so I don't know, do I, like, try to go for this and, like,
Yeah.
lose another friend,
No,
or
you're
should
not.
I just,
You're
like...
not going to lose a friend. There is, once again, this is an extremely gendered answer, and I think that correct me if I'm wrong, or the chat correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, a guy is a friend with a girl for 4 years, and he confesses that he loves her or whatever, and she says no. That ruins a friendship. But you are just, you're a little interested in this guy, think he's cute, he's putting down vibes. If you shoot your shot, like, a guy, like I said, like, guys are not going to be like, oh, that ruined the friendship. To him now, he's just like, okay, I have a really good friend who I could date. But it's not like you're just in this to date him. Like, a lot of guys, it's ruined because they really, the whole time, were just trying to get laid or just trying to date this person. And then it's just weird because, like, there's no real, it falls apart. Whereas this, you're just good friends, and you see him as an option. And if you bring that up to him, like I always say, a guy's going to be like, I appreciate that. Like, that made me feel good, but I'm just, it's not for you. But also, really good chance he's into it. He's really, really good chance he's into the idea. I think you should go for it. There's nothing to lose here. I don't think that's going to ruin the friendship. It's not.
I guess I just got scared because I've had, like, so many other friends. Like, I had another friend who, we were friends for, like, 3 years, and he, like, tried to confess to me, and I told him, yeah, I'm not really interested, and I'm not really... At the time, I wasn't really trying to pursue anything because, again, my grandmother just died. Like, I cut off everybody, basically.
Right, yeah.
And so, but then he was like, yeah, just delete my number. Never talk to me again. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. That's,
like,
how old are you?
Awful. Me? I am 28.
28.
I'm older.
Okay. Older? Is that what you said? Older?
Yeah, older.
Well,
like, I know you're only like 24, so I'm older than you. That's kind of what I was.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I mean, like, the most of the calls we get are like kids, so I get that.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm an adult.
But still, this is, like, the perfect time. And also, like, sorry about your grandmother, but
yeah.
the fact of these people pulling up, like that guy who's like, delete my number, like, throughout life, you're holding the lawnmower, and there's a bunch of fun little critters in the yard. And those are your friends. And you're mowing, and, like, you'll just, like, burn. You're like, oh, shit, what was that? You're like, oh, that was a snake. You're constantly going over snakes, cutting through the grass. Like, people always, the shittiest ones, you'll always come in. Like, you never die and find out, like, then someone's just shitty to you the whole time and you never found out. People who are shitty, it'll be exposed at one point. That's why psychopaths, like literal psychopaths, they're always moving. because within 2 to 3 years, they're always found out and they have to move to another spot. So that's why he's just like, all right, block me, whatever. Good, that guy's out of your fucking life. Fuck him. But with the dude you're talking to right now, it's worth a shot. It really is. You really don't have much to lose. He's not going to back out of the relationship. Maybe it's going to be, at worst, weird for a little bit. But guys aren't like that. I promise you. He's not going to be fucking freaked out by the fact that a girl thinks he's cute.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I'll maybe call back with an update if it goes well.
And if you don't mind me asking, I always get excited when Southern people call. Where are you from?
Me? I'm
Yeah.
from Chicago.
Why do you sound Southern?
My grandmother was like born in like Arkansas, but like my whole family is from Chicago.
You have a little drawl to you. Are you?
Everyone says that, but I can't hear it. Everyone says my whole family sounds like we're from the South. But
What?
no, I was born and raised in Chicago. I'm in Chicago now.
Like in the city of Chicago or Naperville or some shit?
Yeah. No, in Chicago.
Good for you. I mean, I am too. I'm sure you're aware of that. But
Yeah.
my whole life, when I came, I thought I didn't even know Peter Griffin had an accent. Like, my whole family has really bad New England accents. And then I came out to Chicago, and my accent is not that bad. I still say wicked. Like, that's wicked awesome or whatever. But the one thing I can't fix is how I say hockey. And the Chicagoans make fun of me. Because I say, I don't know, say hockey. Do it.
Hockey.
That's the same to me. I don't hear a difference.
Oh, is it? I hear a difference.
Hockey.
Even though,
A hockey.
even though I'm sorry, the HO is like really hard when you say it.
Well, we make our O's a W's, but still, I don't know how you would say that word without like hockey.
Yeah.
Is that how you're supposed to say it?
I don't know. It's just the way I naturally say it.
We're going off topic. Regardless, wish you the best of luck with
Yeah.
this fella. You'll get it done. I believe in you. All right. And plus, you said he's putting down vibes. Like, guys are pretty easy to read, honestly.
Yeah.
And you're 28. I'm not talking to a kid. You know people at this point.
Right.
You know people.
Yeah, I know people. That's why, like, if I'm ever interested in somebody, like, I immediately just be their friend. It's not hard.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hard to, like, move past that. But being someone's friend, oh, no, I jump in there. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Just, I believe in you. All right?
Thank you.
No problem. Bless your heart. Wish you the best of luck.
You too. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Smexy Tater Tot, what a pull-up. Coming in with the 5 gifted subs. What are those little hearts? What is that? Is that new? Is there usually... You've gifted 85 subs to this channel, Smexy. You insane person.
Call from
What's your name, pimp? Hello.
Oh, hello, Father.
What's your name?
My name's Alan.
Alan. What can I do for you, Alan?
Alright, I'm in a bit of a... Well, I have a story and I have some advice, but I'm going to ask the advice first. So
Okay.
I'm in a bit of a pickle. So my friend, my best friend since we were like 4 years old, his girlfriend and I were really good friends, and she really wants to go to prom. And he is very, I don't know if he's like he doesn't like big parties with a lot of people in it. And he like hates crowds because he gets high anxiety. So he asked me to take his girlfriend to prom.
Okay.
And I don't know, I'm just nervous because I don't like her. But, well, I don't like her like that. It's not that
Okay.
I like her as a friend, but like, I don't know if it's the right move to go with her.
Well, did he ask you to do it? Right?
Yeah, yeah, but her sister and I are not on good terms at all, and I don't know if it's like a good thing to go or not.
Well, I don't know about the whole sister thing. I think on base level, that's absolutely fine. Don't make a move on her and don't let her make a move on you. But besides that, there's nothing wrong with that. That's why I always suggest when people aren't going to go to prom because they can't find a date, just go with your fucking friends because it's one, the pressure's off, which is amazing, and two, you're just going to have fun. There's nothing more than that. Plus,
Right.
As long as you're not doing, you do the before thing of prom where you all meet somewhere and then you go. As long as it's not at her house, you're fine. Because you're not going to see her sister.
Yeah. Yeah, it's at her friend's house.
I always say don't let, like, I try and not let siblings ruin situations in terms of, like, if you have beef with someone in their family, like that, that's not a reflection on that person. Like, don't let that dominate a relationship with someone else. Like, that's how, I wouldn't say marry her, because that's how, life's hell, because the other person can make your life hell, and they will do that. That's why in-laws are always so shit-talked. But in the full spectrum of this, definitely I think you should do it.
All right. Thank you. Also, do you want to... The story, it's a story, not a story of mine. It's a story of my sister and her ex-boyfriend. But so I don't know if he was like... He got involved with a really bad crowd. He started dealing drugs. So my sister basically cut him off. And he...
This story doesn't have anything to do with sexual assault, right?
No.
Okay,
no.
okay, got it.
So he, like, my sister cut him off, and when my dad found out, my dad's an ex-cop, and he's, like really tough around the house. He basically told my sister that, like, because she was dating this guy, like, she was grounded. This was, like, 2-3 years ago at this point. And he, my sister ended up sneaking out, and asked me, like, hey, look, I have the good laptop, if you let me back in, like, through your window at night, like, you can use my laptop for, like, a week or something. So I agreed, and she went out to a party, and I started hearing, like, a knocking at my window a couple hours later, and I open it up, I open up, like, the blinds on my window, and I see, her ex-boyfriend sitting on my roof, and he's got a big, like, I don't know, probably, like, 10 feet long, and like 5 feet tall, like paper, like canvas written, like, please take me back, I'm really sorry. And tell you. And he was sitting on top of our garage waiting for her to come back. And I don't know, he saw me and he ended up falling off of our garage. And he was really sad, but then apparently, like, later on he, like, beat somebody. Or not beat somebody, but, like, he got into a car, like, he crashed into somebody's car.
On purpose?
Yeah, on purpose, because he got mad.
Yeah.
He was I don't know.
Emotionally unstable human being.
Yeah, and,
sister's smart for getting out of there.
Exactly, but he was just a little crazy.
I think that's such a funny visual. You said it so matter of fact, with the idea of, like, you're waiting for your sister to come back, and you open the door.
I thought it was gonna be her, and I thought that she was, like,
and some dipshit
she's in college,
holding that banner there, just being like, "Take me back," and you just slowly turn the blinds down, and he fucking falls off. What a dork! All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Father. I really appreciate this.
No problem, Doug. Bless your heart. Have a good one.
Thank you, Father.
Does anyone know what the fucking Holy Spirit is? Because I don't. And I'm a priest. I talked about that on Satan. Which I don't know. I don't know if I can keep up the bit long enough that I'm not connected to that. But I have a show called Satan. And I made fun of... I'm Father Tug in the newest episode, if you guys want to look it up. S8N on TikTok. But, the fuck is the Holy Spirit? Every priest I've ever asked... What, Bobby? You gave me a fucking seizure. Oh, reading. Okay.
Call from
Ella.
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Ella.
Ella, what can I do for you?
Okay, so I've been having some problems with this guy I like. So he has been making it very complicated.
Right.
Like, and it seems like he's been making it purposeful at this point, because it doesn't need to be this way at all. So I've known him for, like, 2 years, I think, and he apparently liked me those 2 years the whole time, and he didn't tell me until a little while back, a few months ago. So that happened, and then our friendship was kind of weird because I didn't like him at the time, and we were on and off
liking each other, and we could never get the right timing. And then when I finally started liking him again, he was like, nope, I'm too busy. I have school to do, and your friends, I don't like your friends, so we can't be together. And he's been doing some dumb stuff like that. And he calls me, or he texts me a few days ago about my old friend. I stopped being friends with her because she was causing way too many problems for me.
Smart.
She skipped my birthday, and he's defending her and saying we should be friends again. And then that was after he ghosted me after I asked him a question for like 10 days. He literally said it was 10 days, and he was like, chill. And I go back, I see him again, and that's today, actually. And we were at the gym. I was with my friends. He apparently doesn't like any of my friends, so that's fun. And I see him there, and he's acting all weird around me, and he completely avoids me. But he also flirted with me the night before, so I don't know what's happening. What should I do?
So, not to push the branding, but I think it's pretty obvious that you're down bad for this fella. Am I incorrect about that?
Yeah.
Because it seems like at every turn he has not been the best person, and yet you're stuck on him. You're really thinking about him a lot, right?
Yeah.
So, everyone gets addicted to something that they shouldn't be addicted to. People who do heroin, it doesn't feel good, but they keep doing it. You know what I mean? It's fun for a little bit, but your body's addicted to this, to the idea of him, not to him itself. Like and you gotta, once you get out of it, you gotta go through withdrawal, because you're gonna hit, the dopamine's gonna stop hitting. You're gonna really miss him. You're gonna miss what he represents, not him. But you get those rose shaded glasses. I think that's what the phrase is, and you just remember the best parts of what he is. But that will slowly fade. You just gotta walk away, because what you just did on this call, and what I assume what I'm saying is what you hoped I was gonna say. Because all these things, like, did you expect me to say go for it? Did you expect me to say, do everything you can to get this guy in your life? Everything you said was negative.
No.
Exactly. Everything you said is negative. You know what I'm going to say, and you know what you need to do. And I'm happy to be the guy to tell you it, but, get it. How old are you?
I'm 14, almost 15.
Holy shit. Okay, you sound a lot older. You sound you sound taxes. You sound like a tax adjuster or some shit. You have a very adult voice. But especially at this age, you should not be being treated like this. You should not. You're worth more. And it's not worth, boys at your age, what the fuck? What do you get out of this? You just think he's cute, and I get it. Like, you got all these hormones in your head's rushing because at the thought of him. You're being dumb. You are. It's not worth it. It's specifically since you're so young. It's not worth it. You're getting nothing out of this. And I'm sure he's so happy to have you in his pocket, under his thumb. He's getting everything he wants out of the situation. Put your stake in the ground, walk away. Not worth it. It's not.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. But I can't wait for you to do this, because especially this dumb 14-year-old kid who thinks he's on top of the world. Once you cut him off, you'll see him start on his hands and knees trying to do anything he can to get back at you. You'll watch it happen. You'll be looking at your phone and watch this kid break down in front of you because he thought he had you and he doesn't have you. And you're going to watch it happen. And then all of a sudden the cards are in your hands. You'll get it done. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much, Father.
No problem. Have a good one. Rose-colored glasses. There you go. Yeah, she sounded a lot older. And I didn't know how to say that without sounding creepy. She sounded like an adult. Be like, wow, you sound a lot older than your age. Like, that's just not a good look. But she did sound older. So I was expecting her to say, like, at least 20. 14 years old. That's fucking crazy. Voices can be so misleading, especially over the phone. We had that one kid who said, I sound so angry on the phone and not on the stream.
Call from
Alex.
Alex, how you doing?
Oh my gosh, I got in so quick.
I got a quick question for you, Alex.
Yes.
First of all, what's your full name? Is it Alexander?
Pedro Jorge Gonzalez.
No, not the full name, but like the.
It is Alexander. That's my middle name, though.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I think that Alex and Alex with a C should fight in the street. I think there should be a bloodbath to see who comes out.
Oh,
on
but
top.
I'll win though.
Yes,
Win.
that's what I'm saying. I hate the Alex. Like, who the fuck are you to change up that name like that? It's stupid, and it's an ugly version of that. But anyways, go ahead. Why'd you call me?
No, I completely agree. But it's just a success story. I'm actually a previous caller. I'm the dude who got like rejected by the girl in Germany.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's more of a. I mean, I guess to add on to that, we now just don't talk to each other anymore because I started dating someone. So that's like annoying. But just as a success story, even if you get rejected a bunch, you can still find people. So just keep trying. I appreciate the catharsis you gave me, and that's really all I wanted to say. I just want to say thanks.
I appreciate that, man. When did you start dating her?
We went on like 4 dates, and then we became like official last Sunday.
That's fantastic, my guy. And also, it's a great. I always say that. Like, there was one of the mods here, Indy RPM. He's I don't know how long you've been listening to the show, but one of the first callers we ever had. And he was talking about how like he was in 8th grade, he got dumped on Valentine's Day. Senior year, he found out he was getting cheated on Valentine's Day. Got married and then got divorced on Valentine's Day. And he's like 14 days away from getting married again. He just keeps putting his heart back out there. And that's what life's all about. It's really like you got to be vulnerable to have the best moments. People who are, not to say, clinical depression's a real thing, but in terms of people who are just like always down in the dumps, it's because they're scared. And I get it. The life's scary and it sucks to put yourself out there, but you're not going to experience, it's a roller coaster. And it's a lot safer on the ground, but it's a lot more fun when you're going over that peak. And I'm glad you got back on the roller coaster.
And I appreciate you, Father Toad. Keep doing God's work.
God bless, my guy.
God bless.
Have a good one. That was nice. I'm glad he's doing good. I was worried about him. Are we still talking about Xander? Yo, Arcane, that show slaps. Even if you don't like League of Legends, which I don't, I fucking hate League of Legends. Watch Arcane. They're not paying me to say that. Riot Games actually sucks as a company. They did not follow through with any of their promises on Valorant. This is me nerding out about PC gaming, but I'm just saying. Watch Arcane on Netflix. Terrific show. Weird portion of it where Imagine Dragons shows up for some reason. They do a music video, but besides that, great show.
Call from
Angel.
Angel, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
What can I do for you?
I was just like need some help on like relationship stuff.
Oh, it's too bad I don't do that. That's like, yeah, no shit. What can I do for you?
So since it's almost the end of the school year for us, I met this one like girl in my science class that I'm like, well, I'm not really into her, but she still looks like really pretty.
Yeah.
So like, I asked for her number and she gave me her Instagram and everything. And so like I tried talking to her for a little bit. It started going good, but I don't know if I should like keep going with this. Because the last relationship I had, it was not so good when it started off with like Instagram.
That is such a red herring, my guy. That should not be a reason why you don't date somebody. Was that your first relationship, the one before this one?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So the first relationship one never goes well. It never does. I've never heard a story where like, yeah, the first person I dated in high school or middle school or whatever, like, we're still good friends. Like, no, it's always a shit show because you're both barely people at that point. You're trying to figure out who you are, and then you make the dumb mistake of like putting half your soul into someone else. How is that supposed to work out? So the advice I want to give you that a lot of guys need to hear, because a lot of guys become fuckboys because they get hurt once and they're like, well, fuck it, I might as well treat women like shit. Like, don't become that person. Put yourself back out there again. And also, starting shit on Instagram, we're in the modern age, baby. Take what you can get. That should not be a red flag. Like, that you're just thinking, the human brain's all about making patterns. That's why we've been able to survive for so long. But sometimes it makes a pattern to keep you safe, but it's not the most efficient and fun and perfect way to live. Like, your brain made a pattern out of, the Instagram thing, but it's not It's not a real pattern. That's just how it happened last time, and now this is, there's not enough instances of this to be a study. This is just a one time happens, was it once, whatever, 2 times a coincidence, 3 times a pattern. You're on 1, my guy. Keep it going.
Oh yeah, and like the story of my last relationship, it was going good, right?
Right.
But the thing I think I made a mistake is like I kept on like taking her different places and like spending a lot of time with her, like, and money. And then all of a sudden I guess she just stopped talking, and then the like couple of like maybe weeks or months later I seen her now she has like a different guy without telling me or anything.
Yeah.
So it was kind of disheartening about that. So like I was kind of sad about it.
Yeah, that's more devastating than disheartening. Like that sucks. Nothing wrong with being upset about that. I mean, it's wrong to be mad at her, but it's upsetting. It makes sense to be upset by that. But, first of all, once again, I'm so glad you're calling me, dude, so I can give you this advice. None of those things were bad. You're like, oh, I fucked up by taking her to nice places and always trying new things and spending money on her. As long as you're not doing it with an ulterior motive, as long as you're not doing it just to make her feel bad about doing anything against you, whatever. You're sharing experiences with someone. That's 90% of being in a relationship. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that. Do that the next time you start dating someone. That's like the best part of dating. I'm actually curious. What makes you think that was the reason? Like that, because maybe you were smothering her and not giving her enough space. That could have been the reason, but not the fact that you were doing fun things together. That's not the reason.
Yeah.
But
all right. Thank you so much, man.
But one more thing before you go. Every girl's different. Every girl is a different person.
Yeah.
Those fucking top 10 ways to get laid videos, those don't work because every girl is a different human being and they don't have cheat codes.
Mm-hmm.
So, adapt and overcome. What is it? Fuck it. Adapt and overcome, because when you start dating someone, they might need to be smothered. Some people love attention all the time. Some people are like, okay, back up a little bit. Just try and pick up on little vibes. You're still young. It's going to be hard for you. But kind of read the room. Adjust how much you show your love by that. You can always love someone so much. You can love someone with every ounce of your heart, but sometimes people are cats and people are dogs. You have a dog that jumps on your lap every day and licks your face and loves you so much. Cats like pet me sometimes, but let me do my own fucking thing. So you just got to figure out what your game plan is. All right?
All right.
Okay. Get in there and get it done, my son.
Yeah. God bless.
God bless. I got to piss like a racehorse. So I'm going to play Bobby's song while I do that. Also, Banana Joy. I don't know, Banani. I just read your thing. The Holy Spirit is the link between the Father and the earth. Basically, when Jesus left, the Holy Spirit stayed. So it is a person who helps Christians connect with Jesus and Father. See, that is still a nothing answer. A priest, I've asked 3 different priests, and they've given me all different answers. Like, that's nothing. All right, regardless. I'm going to go pee. I'm going to set this going.
It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well. But we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times. He will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the DownBad Patrollees. It doesn't have to be a bad day if they turn you down. If you shoot your shot, Father, and we will be so proud. Just no incels, incest, weird shit with your pets, killing spiders, starting fires, sounding 50 at recess. No begging in the chat, no fedora hats. Don't let your day walk all over you like you are a doormat. No co-leaders, we are great secret keepers. Father will do his best to stop you from being a people pleaser. Come in and have a good time, call him up and get in line. After Father, we
call from
Peter. Hey, Father, what's going on? Hey, so I don't know if you remember me. A couple months ago, I called you and I told you I'm like turning 30. I haven't like had a girlfriend in a few years, and I was back in like the emo phase, and you're talking about your brother. Do you really? No, I'm flattered. No, they don't, dude. They don't. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And every other time I got called Bieber and stuff like that. And it's like, dude, I had this haircut before Bieber was even out. Get the fuck out of here, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, I was just muted for that whole thing. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I was saying that I think about him a lot. And
yeah, we're buddies.
We're just buddying it. I think about this kid so much because like my brother went through all these phases, and kids these days they don't have awkward emo phases and shit like that. So my mom's calling me. 1 second. I think she's gonna tell me I'm muted.
Okay.
Hello. She hung up. Okay, yeah, she definitely was saying I was muted. Anyways, so what's the update?
So I mean, I've had like a real busy couple months. I went from Western Pennsylvania all the way down to like Hollywood, Florida, which is like by Miami.
Right.
And I got a job out here as a poker dealer, and I'm training in school to be a poker dealer. So I was like, in class, and there's a few cute girls in my class, and I'm just shit chilling. I make friends with like this Russian girl who's like really, really good looking. We start like talking throughout the day, and like halfway throughout the week, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna ask her out, see what happens. So like I asked her out, and she kind of like played it off like see you tomorrow kind of thing, cringe. Yeah. But it's all good, like I'm just happy I did it. So I did it, and I kept my head up, yeah, sure. And so the next like week or so, I started talking to this MILF in a way. And we ended up
in a way, the way in some sort of words, she would be described as a MILF.
She is. Yeah, she has like a 19-year-old daughter, dude. So I like she actually asked me out to get some drinks. So I said okay, sure, whatever. She's pretty and everything. I find out she's like 41. I'm turning 30 in July. Age difference is a little weird, but to me, because I haven't really done this before, but it went really well, and we're going out like again today in a couple hours. But I have something weird with that Russian girl. So I asked her out, and after she was just like, she played it off like kind of like nothing happened. She came over from Las Vegas, and she has like no friends down here. Now with me, I moved in with my buddy and his girl, but they're leaving next month, and so I need to find a place to live. And that Russian, and like everyone in my class, and plus like the Russian girl, she needs a place to live. She found somewhere, but she needs a roommate, and she asked me to be her roommate. And I need to find a place to live in like a couple weeks, and living with her would save me money, like big time, because the living expenses down here are crazy. But like, what do you suggest I do? Because like I asked her out, she played it off.
So this is
now she wants to be a roommate.
Yeah, so that's fantastic because I don't know Smexy Tater Tot, if she's still here. She's one of those people. She had an ex, and she's still desperate for him. I mean, I don't. That sounds kind of harsh, but it's what it is. And she decided that like he needed a place to live. She's like, you should live in with me. And she has like this long-term game plan of getting back into a relationship with him, which is terrible. But this situation, so you're talking to this MILF, regardless, whatever. And like this girl, you shot your shot. She played it off really nice. She acted like nothing happened, which is best case scenario if someone's not interested in you. And she's not interested in you. And she's seeing you as a friend right now, and she's saying, "Hey, you can live with me," which is so nice of her. Like you know what I mean? Like this is great, and like
of course,
you're gonna keep it in your pants. Like when you start living with her.
No, I'm not creepy. Trust me, I'm not one of those creepy guys that like,
No,
I live with a girl. I don't want to live with a female, but
regardless of what the situation, like even if she comes on to you, no, you don't sleep with the roommate because then you gotta wait till that lease comes up. Things go south.
I know it's a year lease too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So just be smart. I'm not saying she'll come on to you, but like everyone gets drunk, everyone gets stupid.
Did I mention that this Russian chick is fine though? Like fine.
Yeah. I love me some.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it's like living with. I don't know. Just imagine her as like a sister or some shit. Like it's taboo.
Oof,
bad.
That's cringe.
Yeah, you telling me. Don't fucking do it. Just be smart. Save the money. I'm sure she's a really nice person, and you're good.
Yeah. No. I definitely was thinking about doing it anyways because it's like the living expenses down here, like if I want to find a 1-bedroom place, it's like $1,600-$1,700, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah,
that's worse than Chicago.
Yeah. Or like I was living in Boston a couple years ago, and it was like that. But
yeah, Boston's ridiculous.
Yeah, and so I living with her, all I have to pay is like $1,000 a month, which is like much less, and I'll be able to save a bunch of money and everything. It's just I feel weird living like with a female in a way, so I wanted to hear someone else's advice on it.
I've never lived with a female or a woman. Let's stop saying female. You got me into it. But I've never lived with a woman, but I have friends who've done that, and it's not, as long as there's no sexual things that come up, like as long as you look at them as just like
I just think what's gonna be weird is like her bringing like
guys home.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a little weird, but
it's only
I think
weird.
I'd get over
that's
it.
what I'm saying. Like you can be jealous, whatever the fuck, but
I'm not gonna be jealous. Don't worry.
Well then,
I shot my shot.
You'll hear sex every once in a while. We're human.
So I should stick to this MILF, is what you're saying.
Yes, absolutely. Don't pursue this girl that you're gonna be living with, but stick to the MILF.
How do you feel about like MILF dating and stuff?
Oh, older women?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely fine. In my college days, I've been there, and it's different, but it's not.
It is different.
It's like it's interesting because when you're dating someone, like you're both kind of on the same level, or like like when you start dating someone, and usually older women will like take the reins, and you're like, like oh shit, I'm out of my element. So it's a good experience, even if it doesn't go too far in terms of relationship. Just do it.
I mean, she's really into me, man. I just don't know like how I'm into her, in a way, because
here's what you got to.
I keep psyching myself out.
That's what I'm saying. What you got to remember is, are you worried about like what you think, or are you worried about what other people are going to think? That's a huge thing, especially.
It's literally what I think. Like we went out, like I didn't fucking care about anybody around me,
So
I texted my boys back home. I had a couple best friends back home, and I was texting them, and they were like, "Fuck yeah, dude, let's go, dude," shit like that. So.
Well, yeah, it's kind of fetishized, but like when you start dating them, then it's like, oh, okay. But dude, if you like them, who gives a shit if they're older? 10 years.
Well, this is actually my first time with an older woman, so.
Get it?
I'm not sure if I like it or not. So I mean, we'll see.
That's what I'm saying. Fucking.
Tonight, so.
I mean, don't back out just because you're not sure if you're gonna like it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm not backing out. I asked her to go out tonight, so.
Yeah. Roll them dice, puppy. Get them in there.
Hey, I like you. I like you, man.
All right. Good luck tonight, my guy.
Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Have a good one.
All right.
Bobby, I knew you were gonna fucking take that. I knew you were gonna take that and run with it. There's nothing wrong with older women. The only older woman I dated was a year older. I wouldn't call that older.
Call from
Jake.
Jake, how we doing?
What's up?
What's up?
So, how do I say this? So, last Monday, last Monday, I talked to this girl. I've known her since January.
Okay.
I was talking to her until like February, found out she had a boyfriend, kept talking to her, just not like that, right? And so, I mean, like, not with the intention of dating her, basically. So, the Monday before this past Monday, I
asked her. Well, no, okay. The Friday before that, I asked her out. She said yes. And then, okay.
Regroup.
I asked her about Saturday. She ended up not going. Then Monday, I was planning on. No, oh my God, I'm so confused. So I asked her if she had a boyfriend or not, or like a partner or whatnot, and she said no. And then I was gonna ask if she. Well, okay, yeah, I was gonna if she. Jesus, shut up. Basically, me and my friends are going to the movie Friday. I didn't know if she was going to go because I knew she was going to prom, and basically she asked me to prom, right?
Right.
All fine and dandy. This was last Friday. So prom was last Friday, about a week ago. We go to prom. Everything's fun. And then Monday, I ask them what they're doing, like, as Saturdays and tomorrow. And they tell me, please don't flirt with me. I'm in a relationship.
Okay. The fuck?
And so now I'm really confused. I asked them about it. Like, they cleared it up. They said they had gotten into a relationship earlier last week. So I'm assuming Tuesday. But it's, I don't know. On another note, I broke up with my partner about a month ago, and I don't know what to do now because my school is small, and they were the only person I was interested in, and I don't really talk to people in public. So,
listen, the only options that you don't have is because you don't have those options, in the sense that, like, you know, one, you're in a small school, you're not in the best situation, you're kind of shy, you're not a big talker of people, but how old are you?
I'm 15.
Yeah, bro. You got a lot going on. You know who Charlie Day is?
Never heard of him.
The guy from Always Sunny? Regardless.
Say again?
He's a celebrity, and he didn't have his first kiss until he was 19 years old. Like,
that's all right.
Yeah, it's fine. That's what I'm saying. You're worried about the future in terms of, like, oh, what if I'm not going to be able to meet someone, da-da-da-da. Like, you don't talk, and the last relationship didn't work out. Now you're worried that, like, you know, you just can't get it done. Be present. Don't worry.
Yeah, of course.
Things are going to happen, my guy. Like, there's no planning love. There's no planning of being like, okay, well, if I don't date this person, and then I have to look for a new person, da-da-da-da. Don't be so wrapped up in that. I'm not a big believer in, like, love will find you kind of thing. But, you know, people cross paths all the time. This is not something you're going to be able to control, and you're not a big talker in person or whatever, but a caller earlier today was talking about the fact that, like, there's this really shy girl that everyone thought she wasn't cool and super unpopular, but he liked her, and I was like, just go for it, and it worked out for him. He's going on a date with her. It's just one of those things. It'll happen. Just don't worry too much about it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. How do I say this? So the only person I'm, say, interested in is this girl named Alyssa, which ironically I met through my ex.
Nice.
And so they're not really friends, but they have mutual friends, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure they're not interested in me. I'm like almost 90% sure. And if they are, I don't know if I would, because they're kind of my ex's friend. And that would be, you know.
Messy.
Yeah, exactly. Because it was a clean breakup. It wasn't like anything bad.
Oh, okay. In that case, probably don't do it.
Yeah, because it was more like they just didn't have time for me.
Yeah.
Because, I broke with, what was it? It was like it was just like the end of April. I broke up with them. And it was because, I saw them in person, and that was the first time I had seen them since November. Because they just kept bailing, I guess. I don't know.
That's probably not the best move, but you're being smart about it. You're not just thinking with your wiener. You know what I mean? That's messy.
Yeah.
But also understand that you seem like someone who overthinks, and you seem like someone who can easily talk himself out of a good time. So I'm not saying this. You were smart about this one. Your body saved you from a lot of bullshit. But in terms of in the future, there's a million reasons not to do something every time. Every time there's a love interest, you're like, well, she didn't seem like she's that into me. She doesn't have the time, and I don't want to embarrass myself, da-da-da-da. But then you're stuck with nothing. So this one was good. Just don't, in the future, remember that, there's a million reasons not to do something, and you're going to tell yourself all of those reasons. But just head first. Jump into that pool. It's deep enough to dive.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
No problem, my guy.
Wait, I'm sorry. One more thing. How do I start a conversation? like I'm dead serious.
No, I know.
I don't if it's no one, if I've never talked to the person, do I just go up to them and talk to them? Because I feel like that would be weird to just go up to someone and ask how they're doing or whatnot.
You know how?
Because I know nothing about them. I have nothing to start off with.
It's so funny because, back 20 years ago, this conversation would be mental. You know what I mean? Before the internet, you would just have to talk to people. You know what I mean? That's something that was just normal. And nowadays, it's just weird to go up and talk to somebody. But there's...
Yeah, of course.
In terms of, one, there's... what's it called? Exposure therapy. So I always suggest, if it's not a girl... Don't do it to girls, but start off with just, dudes at the bus stop, wherever the fuck you hang out. You know what I mean? Just be like, what's new with you?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say. What's new with you? At a bar. So what's new with you? And it's not saying, how are you? Because someone will just say good. And then it's whatever. But if you say, what's new with you? They'll be like, my cat got hit by a car. And you're like, oh, well, tell me about that. You know what I mean? Just get good at, one, bring up a conversation and being genuinely interested in what someone's going to have to say. Now, starting a conversation with a girl, that's a whole nother ball of wax because you both know what's happening. And that's the issue. You're pretending like you're not approaching her just because you find her attractive and because you're interested in her romantically, which sucks. That's why pickup lines work, because you're both like, this is stupid. I'm going to say something stupid, and hopefully you laugh, and then we can go from there. But in terms of just talking to a girl, confidence is sexy, but also you just play into how stupid what you're doing is. That's what I always suggest. That's my strength. I don't have the confidence of someone who's yeah, I'm a fucking shit. Yeah, you want to talk to me? I'm always just hey, my old pickup line at the bar was, I know, but let me explain. And I would gesture vaguely to my body. I know. Let me give me 2 minutes and see what I can do here. And if they'd laugh, I'd be good.
So, 2 things about that. I make very bad jokes. But
right.
The reason I make very bad jokes is because they're bad jokes. I make dad jokes on purpose because the joke's bad and it's funny that the joke's bad.
Anti-humor.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's kind of my humor. But, what else I want to say? Also, I don't know how to small talk because a lot of the times I just kind of rant because I'm a nerd about a lot of stuff. For example, Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I could just rant endlessly. And so I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know how to small talk. But.
Small talk, a great tip I learned about small talk is to turn what they said into a question. So if you get going, realize that you have to give them an out. You know what I mean? You have to give them a jump in point. And a great way to do that is you ask them let's make up a scenario. You're at the park and you're like, what kind of dog is that? She's got a dog with her. And she says, oh, a cockapoo. And you go, a cockapoo? You turn what they say into a question. So a cockapoo, and you just say cockapoo? They're like, yeah, it's a half cocker spaniel and poodle. And you're like, oh, that's an interesting breed. Then you add a little bit. Are they an energetic breed? Yeah, they're pretty energetic. Usually you have to walk them for 4 miles. Wow, 4 miles? You just turn everything they say into a question a little bit. Then it seems like you're interested, which you should be anyways. But it also continues the conversation. That's how small talk works.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's especially when I was a bartender, holy shit, I didn't care about these people. And they're all drunks. But, you got to get your tips. So they'd be like, yeah, Biden's a fucking idiot. And you'd be like, oh, he's an idiot? You know what I mean? I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just let's continue this. I just need to get you drunk and give me money. But oh, why do you think he's an idiot? Or he's an idiot? Yeah, you didn't know? He fucking da-da-da-da-da-da. And they're like, okay, you just get them going. People love to talk about what they're passionate about. If you give them the interest, they'll go for it. Like you said, imagine yourself in her shoes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem. Take it to heart. All right, my guy?
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. Father lifted me out of my hole of social anxiety. That's insane. What the hell's going on in the chat? Sorry, focused out for a second.
Jacob.
What's your name?
Hi, my name's Jacob.
Hi, Jacob. What can I do for you?
So I need a little bit of advice.
Sure.
Okay, so basically what the little background is that there's this girl who I'm quite into.
Right.
Because we have similar interests with like running cross country and track and stuff.
You know what? I made a mistake. I jumped right into the next call. I just want to say thank you to Smexy Tater Tot for another 5 subs. I forgot. I just went right back to the next call. That was 2 minutes ago, and you're an insane person. We're up to 90 subs from that one crazy girl who's living with her ex, but I love her so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so continue with your story.
Yeah, so we have similar interests, like sports-wise, and we are on the same team. So I find her quite attractive because she just is, and I don't know. I'm just kind of awkward about it.
Right.
I don't really know how to approach her because so we're in different grades. She's a junior. I'm a sophomore.
Okay.
And we don't see each other that often during school. And now that sports are getting out, I don't see her. I won't see her for a while.
Well, this is the best time of year to do this. I want to let you know that right now.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. If you make a mistake, that the shame fades by the beginning of next year. So you're Gucci. So
yeah,
this is time to get it done.
Yeah. Well, another thing that's kind of making me more hesitant is because my brother is dating her sister. So I don't want there to be any bad juju that happens. And
that is a little messy, but also high school relationships are messy. I don't think this is the worst case scenario. It's not like you're dating an ex's friend or an ex or like your brother's ex-girlfriend. Like, things go south between them. That's probably going to put strain on your relationship, but it's not worth not doing.
Yeah.
But in terms of, talking to her, like I was telling the last guy, and you might not have it, but you can work it up. I'm sure you can. It's just the stupid confidence of, hey, like, this is ridiculous. What we're pretending was not happening. But, like, just kind of go into it and be like, hey, like, whatever. You already have a shared whatever. You both play a sport, right?
Yeah.
You got that going for you. Be like, oh, the coach is being such an idiot. Or, like, God damn, I blew up my shin going for a slide tackle, whatever sport you play. And then you can kind of, like, talk about that, get that going. And then, you might get rejected. But whatever the fuck, my guy. School's almost out. You're going to come back next year better and brighter and a more perfect person. But it's worth taking a shot, at the very least.
Yeah. Okay.
Get it done, my guy. Seriously.
Okay. I don't want to take too long. I'm just going to do a quick thing. The reason I always I see her in the hallways for like 3-second periods, like a couple times throughout the day. But I just feel so awkward talking to her because she's no matter what with this one friend. I just don't want to, and they're always talking, so I don't want to interrupt their conversations and seem like a butthole. I just kind of.
You got to be funny, and you don't have to be funny off the cuff. But this is so Boston of me. But have you ever seen Good Will Hunting?
No.
So Ben Affleck approaches 2 women at a bar, and what he does is, he doesn't know him. He's just trying to get laid, and he just walks. They're both talking at the bar, and he just he pretends like he doesn't notice them and puts his hands on the bar between both of them and is just like looking around. And then they're like, "Hi," and he's like, "Oh, hey, didn't see you there." And he just like slides in. Like the joke is that you're interrupting it, and the joke is you want to talk to this person. You just like don't have an opening. And if you make it meta, if you make it obvious what's happening, it's better. Because you're not gonna if you're nervously like, hey, like can I have a second? Like it's just it's bad. But if you just make a joke out of how weird the situation is, you'll have a lot higher success rate.
Okay.
Just kind of like slide in there and be like, hey, like slam a locker. You know what I mean? Just like make a show out of it. Be an idiot. We're all idiots. Lean into it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Father.
No problem. You might make an ass of yourself, but at least you tried.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yes.
But thank you.
Bless your heart, my guy.
You as well.
I have the energy for one more call. Because I will call this person back because they're calling like a fucking maniac. Unless it's the person I just answered.
Hello?
Hi, it's Father Tug.
Oh, hi.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you all the details real quick. So, like 9 months ago, I got a job, and so I met this girl, and so it turns out she also goes to the same school. I didn't see her before until then, so I kind of like her. She's in her junior, I'm in my sophomore year, and I don't really know like how to approach it.
Mm-hmm.
We talk. Now and then on the days we work, we only work like 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. So it's kind of busy, so it's hard to kind of talk. So we work in a restaurant. And so I don't really know how to approach it because I keep like overthinking, oh, I don't know. Does she like me? Does she just see me as a friend? And I also procrastinate. Like, oh, you know what? I might ask her out after I get my driver's license. Or, oh, when summer starts, I'll have more free time. And so I just, kind of want someone else's opinion on it.
Well, the boot in the ass, get on it, but also your coworkers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that can get messy. Don't shit where you eat is what I always say. But how old are you?
Yeah. 16.
Yeah, dude, go for it, my guy. I mean, at the very
Okay.
least, I always suggest you don't have to jump in head over heels like, hey, you want to get a coffee? And you don't really know what she's into. But, even though, like, those classes they make you take on, like, sexual harassment, like, most people start dating in the office or at work. Like, that's how most people meet people. So I wouldn't be afraid of that. Just make sure you're not, you don't want to make someone uncomfortable. That'd be a nightmare. And I'm sure you're aware of that. You don't want to be a creep. So you just you toe the line and just get a little feedback. So like be like, wow, I really like your hair today. That's not sexual, just a nice little thing, a little bit of flirty, but it's very nice. And then watch how she responds to that. Because if she's like, thanks, back off. But she's like, oh my god, thank you so much. Like I like your shoes or whatever the fuck. Then you get a little bit more intel. And then you build a profile. And then you realize how big of a mistake you might make. Because if it seems like it's open, take the shot. You might still lose, but it's worth it. But it's better to go in with some information than just go in blindly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Bless your heart, my guy. Bless your heart.
Thanks, Jeff.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Okay. It's that time of the night again where we raid somebody. Let me put on my church music. Shut up. Man, it sounds like he has a wife and kids. Everyone sounds older. Oh, hell yes. This looks like a fun-ass stream. LGBTQ, supporting the community as a priest? Getting our name cleared? Alright, guys. I'll see you on Sunday. Oh, you subbed? Will, when did you sub? I didn't see that. Sorry if I ignored your sub. Thank you so much for the sub. I don't see it. Oh, Sticky Ninja with the sub and Mr. Sheeta. Oh my god, I missed so much. When did all this happen? When I was in the bathroom?